everyone's all right. Sorry, there's been a bit of a delay from my last video to this video. Um, it's just been one of those weeks. Everything I planned to do this week kind of went out the window. But I wanted to do this video today because it's Thursday, and if you've been following me, you will know that Thursdays is my weigh-in day. So I wanted to do a weigh-in video and just kind of have a quick catch up, see if everyone else is okay, what they've been up to, and yeah. So today is I went to another group today, the same consultant, but an earlier group, and I had to go to an earlier group because I hadn't been very well, so I had appointments. And so I went to an earlier group. Really nice group, really nice ladies. I know some of them actually because they sometimes we cross over because my group is straight after that group. So I do see some of them as I kind of enter the group after. Lovely ladies. And if they're watching, hi again. So my weigh-in today. Where's my book? I remembered it. So this is my book. You see it better. So this is my book. So let's go. So my weigh-in then. So it's 21st of the 8th. So I weighed in at 15 stone 3. So I lost 1.5 pounds this week. Yay me. And if you were successful on the scale this week, yay you. If things were a bit sluggish and you weren't successful on the scales, just keep going, just keep trying, and it will happen. So yeah, I managed to lose the 1.5 pounds I put on last week. God knows why, but it's come off this week. But this week has been, to be honest, it's been really, really difficult. But I'll get into that in a minute. So yeah, 15 stone 3. So my target is 12 stone 5. So I've got less than 3 stone, which is good. So yeah, I'm getting there slowly. Like I said, if you watched any of my other videos, you know it's been a rough year for me. Particularly this week has been really rough. My daughter, who is type 1 diabetic, has had some crazy nights. They want to get her bloods under 9, a score of 9 on a night now. So that has resulted in more what we call correction doses of insulin. And 2 nights, it was 2 hourly through the night. They just wouldn't come down. So as you can imagine, the effect on my poor daughter and me has been really difficult. We've been very tired, and all the meals that I planned went out the window. I wanted to do the Diet Coke chicken. I just got too tired with, working, studying, and kids, and I didn't get to do it, but I will do it. So I just had really simple meals this week, omelets, jacket potatoes, just kept it simple because it was just too much this week. What else? But my other 2 kids are great, and I hope if you've got kids, everything's good with yours, and that I know they face GCSEs or A-levels, and I hope everything was okay, and sending my love to you all for that. It's hard being a parent or a grandparent. It might be your grandchildren who's gone through that, and so I wish everything's okay for them. But today, I want to talk about the meeting today. So in the meeting today, we talked about someone said something very interesting. Lovely lady, she's a really good friend of mine. She talked about allowing yourself to have a little bit of what you like. So I think this falls into the whole mindful eating thing again, don't you think? So if you really fancy a bar of chocolate, have the bar of chocolate and count it in. The trick is, though, is to only have the 1 bar of chocolate and not go 2, 3, 4, 5, I think that's the trick. But I do agree with her. I think the idea is if you say, I'm not having it, and that I'm not having it, that can lead you to crash and then overly eat. And there is a lot of science around that, so it's kind of treating yourself a little bit of what you really like and learning to balance. Because like we said earlier, no food is bad food, but it's learning to balance kind of the food that is only for treats with our main kind of staple foods. So I really appreciated her raising that. So I wanted to put that out to you guys. What do you guys do? Do you have like a treat now and again? Do you weigh that in on your sins or whatever plan you're following? What's that look like for you? Do you find that it stops you from overeating? You see, because I am slightly different in this. I think it's because I do have an eating disorder, which I've spoken about before, that I have to be very careful because I'm the kind of person, if I'm stressed, if you give me an inch, I'll take a mile. So you know what I mean. So if I'm really stressed, one bar of chocolate, well, will easily to 10. And to the point I'm physically ill. And then it's hard to stop still. So I'm slightly different, though I do on those days when I'm like typical and I don't have them kind of binges and stuff. I do what this lovely lady says. I do have a treat. Like I spoke about this on Fridays. I will have a bar of chocolate. So do you guys have a set day for your treats and what that looks like for you? And please, it'll be nice to get your views on it. What else was we talking about? I'm just looking through my book. Do you know what? I did find my beginning inches on my body, and I was looking at that yesterday actually. So it's like 4 years, I think, in 2 weeks since I started this process, and it's been very slow for me. On average, I break it down. On average, it's £1 a week, but they do say between £1 and £2 a week is actually what you should be losing, because losing more regular, there's the idea that you can put it all back. So I on average lose £1 a week, and I've had a lot to kind of battle with my eating disorder. But I was looking at my inches yesterday when I first started, and my hips were 64, and my top of my breasts were 58, and my waist was 54, and it was quite shocking to kind of remember those kind of numbers. I remember that the 16-inch tape, I used to have to kind of mark it on my body and then take the rest of the tape and measure like the 4 inches, so the whole tape won't fit around me. And so it's good to reflect and look back where you come from and how far you've come. And we do often forget on this weight loss journey or whatever kind of health journey you're doing, the initial steps and what that looks like, because it's hard work. Yeah, it's hard work losing weight and getting healthy, and it's a slow process. It doesn't happen overnight. Weight going on can happen overnight. You give me 3 months, it could easily power back 5 stone, but getting it off takes a little longer. Yeah. So, I mean, that's it really, guys. I just wanted to check in with you on my kind of weight loss for this week and tell you that, yes, I've had a loss even against kind of circumstances this week, which again have been very, very difficult. Type 1 diabetes, I'll repeat myself. Type 1 diabetes is relentless. Yeah, it's hard, especially for a child. So dealing with that and keeping her mental health up is key for her recovery and for our recovery, because I think we do often forget about our mental health on weight loss. We forget that we're not just healing the body, we're healing the mind. I know for me personally, my journey on weight loss started with, before I could acknowledge how much weight I had to lose, I think it started with knowing that I needed to change because mentally I was not very well at all. And I was very, very sick. So yeah, I think we have to kind of look at our mental health as well. And still today, I would say, even though I'm tons better, I mean, my life is thriving now compared to what it was. Um, to today, though, I have to think about my mental health. When I get too overworked or when I get too obsessed with um, trying to lose weight, and yeah, that could express itself in very unhealthy ways, and that affects my mental illness, my mental health. So yeah, I think we always have to be mindful of our journeys, but also our mental health as well. So yeah, that's it. I think today. I hope your weighing went okay. So a pound off, yeah. So I'm happy. So it's now less than 3 stone to target. I'm planning on seeing if I can get a stone off for Christmas. I mean, that should be possible, right? I mean, how long we got? 10 more to go. 4 months. Yeah, yeah. So that's my target for Christmas. What's your target for Christmas? Please share. It would be lovely to know what you're planning on achieving for Christmas, or if it's not weight loss, what in other areas of your life are you planning on achieving something for Christmas? I like setting Christmas goals because I always think like Christmas is like the time I kind of come off plan a bit, and I do because I love baking. So I do a lot of baking at home, and I'll eat that blondie, and so I kind of come off a little bit, not fully. I still try on my Christmas meal on plan and stuff because I think it's more easy anyway on plan for Christmas meal. It's not that kind of extravagant really, but I do tend to have it a little bit more like pudding, maybe a bit of a Christmas pudding or something. So I always find that Christmas is a kind of cut off for me. So I like to try and lose a decent amount, and then I know over Christmas, if there is a slight weight gain, I can battle that again in the new year. Fingers crossed. So, what are your goals for Christmas this year? And believe it or not, the frightening thing is, it ain't that far. So, I know in Slimming they'll be starting to count down soon, you know? But yeah, okay, so that's it today, folks. Sound like one of those cartoons. That's all, folks. Sorry. Have a good evening, or good day, or good morning, wherever you're watching this, and wherever you're watching this. And have a good one, and I will catch you again soon. All my love.